All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Great Pretender, Season 1, Episode 9. This Mark is on the hook.
He's been got.
Yes.
He's playing a character, Mike Portnoy. He's getting everything completely into this. He thinks he's got one up on him by getting into his secret little gambling ring here.
He does not know what's coming for him. And in this situation, maybe he could use that reckless brother of his to be that, voice of caution, maybe?
Which is hilarious.
Because that's not usually how their dynamic goes.
Right. And given that he's the one that also has the gambling problem, he actually could end up betting
the
a
farm.
lot because he thinks it's fixed in his favor. So this really could work. This is exactly what they set up with the one corporate guy.
Yep.
So
and that works.
Just keep it rolling. Don't let him suspect too much. Don't push him too much. Keep things nice and simple. Now, at Amura, you're going to have to continue working the guy because you do have to give him that assuredness that this is a real thing that he can win money off of.
Right.
But then also Abby has her own emotional situation with what's going on and her past and her PTSD from being a revolutionary and such and watching a bunch of people die, including
her parents,
probably. Her parents and stuff. So she also still needs to actually perform her role as the pilot.
Yep.
Which she might not be capable of doing because of, reasons.
Complications will definitely be happening there.
Yeah. So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. We're following up with this.
Yeah.
No way.
I mean, it wouldn't be something of them having had a previous connection.
No, she was in fact not Daijobu.
Yeah.
Yep. Fixing things. Yep. We've got her set up to be the star, but, she still has to fly somewhat competently.
Right. Just every time.
I love it. I wonder if the news outlets will start to make a point about how he's not attending the races as much anymore,
Oh, sure.
Like, Yeah, to me.
Yeah, stroke the ego so that it's like, no, this is low.
Right.
That way he'll want to flex and bring even more.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Yeah, just don't oversell it.
Right.
Unlimited wagers gives you the vibe that you should have someone else come in as well.
Right.
Seems like they're going to spend a ton of money here.
Yeah, because otherwise you wouldn't really get anything for betting 200 million. You'd just reduce the odds to garbage. Oh. Tell us more.
Yeah, go into that. Right. Right, okay, go into that too. Right, because they're separated from the oil empire side of things, right?
Okay.
So he's needing this to be a big win. Okay, you know why they're doing this. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, no.
There's no way, though, right?
All right, so here's her past as a ballerina. Yeah. Oh. Wow. She got the gold medal. Yeah. Jesus.
Highest of highs to lowest of lows.
Whoa.
Fuck.
That,
the delay on that.
That was such good.
The plane going past.
Yeah.
And then way later, it's like the dawning realization of, uh-oh.
Wins out again.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Get some spice in there.
Nice. Conflict of interest. Oh. Okay, I like it.
Cool. Yeah. And that's going to affect his ego.
Right, it's going to hurt his pride, yeah. And
perfect. And now he's going to want back in.
Uh-huh.
He's going to want what he can't have. Yeah.
Or maybe they could even get him with a completely different gambling scheme, you know? Because now he's going to, even if it's not that one, he's going to want a way to scratch that itch. He's going to miss that.
Oh, she won and I didn't get any money off of it. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yep, uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
I could have won money off of that.
Exactly.
He looks so comical.
Yeah.
Yeah. That means tickets are not selling as well.
Him offering it is a bit risky, though.
Just ask for a cut. Say, I want a cut, you know? And he'll be like, you're dirty like me. I see your angle here.
Right.
He's got him! Oh my gosh!
Okay. But even that is probably just what he's won so far.
Right. Ah, nice. Right. Okay, shit.
Well, she's not lacking in desire.
Jeez. Yeah, you're outmatched when all you have are AKs, basically. Fuck.
That will fuck you up. No shot.
No
shot.
There's no way. Wow. Oh my god. Bro. And Abby just smoothly just comes right in and bam.
Yep.
Holy shit.
That was fast.
She is good.
Okay.
And she seemed to be so casual about it.
Yeah. But we've seen how that, worked before. Is the plane actually gonna last?
Uh-huh.
Oh. Lucky it's over water. Okay. All right.
Yep. He's gonna be pissed.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, that's who he Oh, jeez. Yeah, yeah.
You figure out how.
That's good. He's giving him agency.
Okay. Good question. Very fair.
You or us. I like that she acknowledged that. Yep.
Right.
People are dealing with their own stuff, and it's up to them.
Exactly.
They want to.
These people are grown-ass adults.
With it.
They don't need to understand, but also probably can't.
Yep. Yeah, I think it was him. I think it was.
Oh.
Oh.
Damn it, it's spreading.
Shit.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no. But there's no chance. I mean, she pulled up his record so she would be able to find out if he was, probably, but...
How many have you killed? Oh, shit.
So, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
But also, Abby.
All right, we got something real here.
We did.
Abby has confirmed that not only is Louis military, he's definitely somebody that could have been not just flying missions, but he could have been
the very
same one. It's not at all likely, but it is very possible.
Yes.
And it's not even something where he can
deny that the potential is there.
Right.
And I like this because she has enough info, even though it's not all the info, she has enough info to make this be
cathartic as fuck regardless.
Really. And so it's both not about what he says. Well, it's not about what he says with regards to whether he did or didn't do it. It's about what he does with regards to when she brings this information up. Does he squirm? Is she able to
he
basically
for his life?
Is she able to milk it for a bit more?
Does he give her something that she doesn't know that makes her recontextualize what's going on here?
A simple denial she might not accept, but if he's like, "Oh, actually, no, that was a clusterfuck. I remember exactly who did that one. That was this person,
Yeah, or he says no, I didn't do that airstrike, but I've definitely killed, hundreds.
Yeah, that could have been me.
And I don't remember. It could have been me, and it might as well have been me because I wake up every morning thinking about the people that I've killed, and
or it's real easy to forget when it's just a press of a button.
Right. Yeah. There's a whole lot that he could say.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited about it because the narrative convenience allows us to have Abby make some really impactful decisions here.
Yep.
It also spices up the overall race arc in general by just giving her something that has character agency to do.
Right. We dealt with the conflict in the first arc being about the Khan, whether they'll survive, all that stuff. Now it's the Khan is going fine. When it comes to with regards to the actual team, can we keep this from self-destructing? Right? And that's where we can have some really fun conflict that does progress the characters. So great. Awesome. Yeah.
And meanwhile, what's going on with the Khan is that they actually did end up getting not only most of their money back and then some, but they've got him now I gotta get my gambling fix back, man. And I gave him a taste, and now they want the big stuff there.
There's the part of me that's surprised that they reclaimed their winnings or their losses so quickly, because that's now something where effectively he is he doesn't have any profits from it anymore, right? No. So more or less you've reset to zero, and now it's are we going to get him to do the 200 million? Now they've gotten him to keep upping the ante and everything. So great, awesome. Right. But that little bit of the setback could be enough that it pushes him out of that level of absolute certainty where he's like, yes, I'll totally do this. Of course, it wasn't Abby, so,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, with the thought of him having some people that are fixing the races against him, he then ramps up security, gets a little bit more paranoid.
Yep.
We can't pull that kind of shit again.
Nope.
It might then end up being an actual bet with an actual non-rigged flight setup, like what was going on with Louis back then, where he tried to win and ended up forcing him to press things. But if they've set up this in such a way that Abby's plane can't be disabled, then that ends up leading towards a really good situation where he thinks it's actually something that he can rig. It's not. Therefore, it ends up being just a real flight and race in general.
And what I'm curious about is that since there's 2 races left and they need to get him to 200 mil, but
for Abby, there's 2 races for Abby. There could be
2 races for Abby, yes. Yeah. So, but then that would mean that, theoretically there could be a 3rd race where it's she doesn't even need to fly that one because he makes the bet and then
it's because that could be the one for the brother. Because the brother has to reach the semifinals, or the finals.
Gotcha. I figured the whole ploy was to get him to bet on Abby.
Well, no, it is, but that's why he shifted in this one to not even betting on a race that she was involved in. He was betting on the person that he was setting up to go to the semifinals and face his brother.
Right, because that way it's there's no vested interest here or whatever, even though they'll, the people there will, after the bet, if it's a legit operation, right, they'd be able to tell, we've seen this kind of money be thrown around from another person before. It's probably a proxy bet. Edamura could even throw the card of, if he doesn't want to be the one to be in particular pressure with this sort of thing, he could be like, I would have got you the money, but, the guy lost. But also, they were wise to what we were doing. I'm banned now, too. Right?
It could be any number of things there. But, we now have a situation where the ploy to get his money cannot be that little mini fake casino.
It's not that simple.
It is going to have to be something that either Ibrahim sets up himself.
Sure.
Which could then be really cool.
And maybe if he tries to basically take over that casino that's fake, because it's I'm going to set up my own where, I'll still be able to bet or whatever.
He can be the house, basically,
Yeah, now, of course, that's, him betting to get a payout from himself, so maybe that wouldn't work. But if he's thinking that...
I think he can entice a bunch of other people to it.
Yeah, that's what it seems like it would need to be, is he would need to call in some favors with some connections or whatever, get some very wealthy people to come here. But then at that point, you're dealing with a ton of money in the betting pool. Anyways, it's not as much of a con against him.
Right. So I would say they would have to do something where they'd have to write up either some kind of a contract where...
Yeah, maybe they set up something where it's hey, if you want to bet... when he finally, let's say they're talking, and he's like, what about 200 million? And the brother's like, what are you talking about? And Edamura's like, whoa, hey, that's a lot. So, But he's like, but if I want to do that, he could be like, well... You can't just take that much in cash to the place. We'd have to set up something special, right? And then that's how you get him to a, either a discrete location or just some other way in which he doesn't have to think that, yes, the $500 million payout or whatever that he'd be expecting is actually going to be, in this location, because that'd be dumb. There's no way that would happen, Yeah,
they're also running out of characters that they can cast as people to
exactly.
use to seduce him into the pot. And,
This is in a lot of ways something that makes me more interested in the con and how it's going to go down, because by banning him, they made him more invested than ever in getting the money. He's more emotional, gambling, right? Yeah. But they took away the method that they had set up to use. So now they have to come up with a new method that is going to be convincing enough that he'll actually jump on it.
Yeah, and they have enough resources and people to where they could spin something, but how deep would it really be?
Yeah, and that's where I'm curious to see what they'll come up with.
Yeah.
What's the thing that's even better than this one?
Yeah.
So
this episode definitely didn't give us as much plot-wise to sink into, but having the focus on Abby's past being something that was directed in such a way that they used sound and visuals to an effect where we could feel the trauma and the almost shell-shocked nature of Abby before
Oh, yeah.
the terror had fully sunken in.
The cut from right before people are going to start screaming to the cheering crowd, that was awesome.
Yes, that was brilliant.
Like, yeah.
The also just casual nature of them going from a concert performance where she's a ballerina winning the gold medal.
Oh, yeah, everything's perfect on cloud nine. Yeah.
From her parents to then bombs falling.
Yeah. And like the fact that the medal is warped, that's like, and, you know, probably also her parents died in the blast.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, it was hot enough that the medal, you know.
Yes.
Yeah. Like
one of her parents probably was a burning corpse on top of her, shielding her from debris in the blast.
Probably.
Like it's probably that explicit and intense. Also, to use and be so overt with this is the 2003 bombing of Baghdad. We are being directly there's no no nuance here. This is directly just a historical thing that actually happened that most people alive today actually know about and or
were around
when it happened.
Yeah.
So that's just fucking wild. I love the decision there. And now
in a show as like not fantastical but extravagant as this one, to have something so grounded as that.
Yeah.
Adds to the effect. Way to go.
It adds to the effect incredibly. It also just reminds us in this modern world of people being scammed that are powerful. People who are being taken advantage of by our protagonist because they're corrupt people.
Yeah.
There are people that are going to be screwing over powerless people and receive no real direct consequences from that.
Right.
They obviously might have to live with themselves, but it feels right then that in their kind of Robin Hood-esque kind of merry band that you'd have the one that's like, no, I'm gonna fucking kill this person
and yet,
because this is what we do.
Right.
We go after powerful people who can't be touched, right?
And
so I'm gonna go do what I do.
Yeah, this is the beautiful dichotomy
and it's just like,
of it, though.
Oh shit.
Because the person that she's going after is quite literally powerless in this kind of situation.
Yeah.
He can't walk anymore. He lost his job, right? His marriage is on the rocks, you know, right? Like
he has no passion for life or anything because it's been taken away.
Exactly. You know, and so, hey, he might even be the very person that, you know, launched the missile, right?
Or also just welcome you bringing about sweet release from the
Yeah, that is a like he
life.
might be more of a kindred spirit with you than you have in this entire crew.
That's
right?
true.
Like, and yet, hey, if you get your vengeance, awesome. And yet that's still like, you know, it's still not the person who gave the order or, you know, any of that kind of stuff, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still crabs in a bucket.
Crazy cool stuff. And then, of course, just getting the visual presentation of the planes, the art direction with all the backgrounds and stuff being these, like
it's
lovely,
always,
like, stained glass paintings and stuff. It's
exactly.
So fucking cool.
It's always awesome to the point where I feel bad not mentioning it, but just because it's like, well, I just sort of expected at this point. Like, it's part of the charm and identity of this show.
Yeah, I love the way that they went into that kind of garden of sorts at night or that park, and the way the lighting just kind of casts a very bleak blue-green shadow over them. It's just
and yet
beautiful.
If you look at the backgrounds, it's like the number of colors that are on screen at any one time is like too damn high, especially considering that it's not coming from the actual character designs, right? The people look so normal, and yet, oh wow.
Yeah. But all right, how many lives have you taken, Louis? What you say next is going to matter quite a bit. But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. So you have any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.